I'll try.
Okay. Hey, what's up, guys? This week on Laser Talk, we have a few interesting things to talk about.
Halloween!
It's Halloween coming. Yep.
Hey everybody, it's Nick and Walker at Full Spectrum Laser, and welcome to Laser Talk Live.
That's right, it's live, and we're talking about lasers.
And it's almost Halloween.
It's almost Halloween, as we've been mentioning for a few days now. And we have some more fun Halloween stuff to talk about today. It seems like we're maybe talking about the nerve of Halloween. We're almost talking about like what we'd call like the central core of what a child's Halloween is all about today, right?
Yeah. This is for the kids.
For the kids. And now, lasers and kids, not always the best combination, especially unsupervised. You always want to be around your children, supervise your kids as they're using a laser, but is there anything better than having a laser when your kids are about to have Halloween?
No.
Oh my goodness, how many cool things can you do with your kids around Halloween?
And we're all big kids. I mean, it's for all of us.
It's really all of us, let's be honest. But really, outside of you have two sides of trick-or-treating to me. For me, I don't have any kids, so I got a lot of kids in my neighborhood though. And they always want me to throw the football with them just when I walk to my car. They know where I live, they're coming. They're coming knocking on the door, they want that candy. But I want to have a cool thing ready for them. So you can really decorate your front porch or the front door of your house. Very, very cool for Halloween so that trick-or-treaters have a really cool experience when they come up to your house.
Yes, and you can also make sweet costumes for the kids.
Absolutely. It's probably the thing that you're most excited about, right?
Yes, costumes.
Costumes, always, right. You actually have a couple examples right here in front of you, right? You want to look at those real quick? So we got this really cool sword that we made. Oh, actually, Vanessa made this sword, right? One of our previous employees.
She actually laser cut the sword, and then she bent the acrylic.
Really fun bent acrylic around there. And
then painted it all and 3D printed the hilt.
Yeah, you can actually kind of see the stacked stuff underneath there, inside the hilt and on the handle. It's very, very cool. So that's kind of a simple design, but a really easy thing to do with a laser cutter and 3D printer.
Yeah.
And then you did another really cool three-dimensional thing for your Where the Wild Things Are costume, right?
Yeah, so I made this staff and I laser cut these guys.
Really cool detail on these around the top of the scepter. Scepter or staff? What would you call this?
I would call it a scepter. And I just hodgepodge tons of things together just to get it done. This was last minute, and this is actually a banister from, what is it, like stairs?
Oh, stair banister. So you just took the stair banister, engraved that really cool "Let the Wild Rumpus Start."
Yeah,
and then
like the same.
What is this ball that you used up here?
It's an old ornament.
An ornament, a Christmas ornament. What a smart thing to use. And then on the end, this is just a little piece of plastic from something?
Yeah, it was from like an old toy, some little dollar store toy.
So you just broke apart a few things, glued a couple things together, and then these are laser cut and stacked, right?
Yeah, stacked and then glued to the banister.
Very cool. Then if you'd like, in the background, there's a palette.
Wow.
Really cool.
Amazing.
So we'll set this back over here. It looks like we have a couple of shout-outs coming from Facebook, and we have a new feature. We have Scott with us here on Laser Talk. Oh, sorry, Laser Talk. Yeah, that's what we're doing today. Doing Laser Talk today, and Scott's joining us for the Facebook shout-outs. What's up, Scott? Who's watching today?
Hey, we've got Jeff Hayes, of course.
What's up, Jeff?
Cynthia McCarthy.
Cynthia, thanks for checking in.
And John and Jeanette, of course.
John and Jeanette, as always. Where are they viewing from?
Jeff's in St. Louis. How do you know they always tell us that?
Just getting in the
From
habits.
the living room.
So what's up, guys? Thanks for tuning in to Laser Talk as always. Now, we've got some really cool pictures we pulled with some costumes that you found that have been laser cut, or some portions have been laser cut.
Well, are we talking about yours first?
You want to talk about mine first? Oh, yeah, of course. I'm sorry. I jumped ahead. So you want to have your place set up and ready to go so when these trick-or-treaters come in, these are little simple things you can laser cut and have on your front porch or anything. Some people can even give away little things like this, like what a neat little thing. But you imagine these are just cut out of paper, and you can cut about 20 of these in maybe an hour. Like those can't take much more than 5 minutes a piece. You cut them out, put another piece of paper on the inside, a little disposable light, and boom, you have a bunch of easy decorations for the front porch.
Minimal.
Oh, almost no cost here. Like the most expensive thing is definitely the little tea lights on the inside.
Yeah, and then you can customize it to all your friends and family.
Absolutely. So then, outside of a little decoration you can have there for your front porch.
Yeah, look at those.
You can do your front door. Now, I love Monsters, Inc.
That's Mike Wazowski.
Is it?
Yeah.
Now, what an easy thing to do for your front door. Obviously, you can laser cut these things super easily. I think I have one more door example. I don't know if it's the one right after this.
It's a good door, though.
But here's another front porch example. These front panels, these little boxes, which were all made from scraps, were just laser cut out of, used with the laser cutter, and then just pieced together. Like, that's all scraps. Like, everything you see there.
I like the way that looks.
Yeah, I love it too. Like, that's just someone who took a bunch of stuff from the wood shop and just got inventive with it. I think that's such a great idea for Halloween. And then just kind of go globally. This is kind of a little bit what you did with the bats on your wreath, but a real easy addition to the front porch to make it spooky is hang some bats.
Hanging upside down
Yeah.
makes it a little different but cool.
I think it's cool too. I love that they hung a few of them upside down. It makes them look like they're like ready to come down and get you.
Yeah.
And then this one, you know I was going to love this one. This is actually, it looks a little bigger than what it is in the photo, but it's actually a lantern. So people were putting these on their front porch to guide trick-or-treaters in. Really easy dodecahedron.
You could have that like a little kid holding that as well.
You could almost,
right?
that's what I'm saying. You can almost have it as a what do you call it?
Safety light?
A safety light lantern, something to keep. I'll bet even if it was that bright, you could put candy in there and it probably wouldn't even like dim
that's
too much.
cool.
That'd be pretty cool.
Put the candy in there with the light?
Yeah, you're building a cool candy collection device for inside the
Candy
laser light.
collection device. That is as complex as you can make it.
I'm a
It's
complex
it's a
individual.
bag.
It's a
yes.
bag. All right. Well, this is one of my favorite ones that was made. This is 4 pieces that was put together pretty seamlessly and really gave a really cool look to the front garage here. I love this one. I bet this looks super creepy when it's backlit at night.
Oh yeah.
Just really
You can
cool.
do the same thing in your window too.
Oh, you could do
right?
this in windows, doors, anything. I think it was just great that they took a big chunks of plywood and did it on their front garage door, though. Then this is another really simple notched box thing for like, I could see these hanging in your front tree outside your house. So you make, I mean, again, this is such a simple build. You make, 10 or 12 of these, and what a great add to the front.
And you can make ghosts as
Oh,
well.
could
like
do
just-
anything here.
And that's what, 5 panels probably?
Easy 5-panel project. I'm guessing on a 12 by 24 piece, you could probably make 4 of those per sheet. So that's a lot of those you can make really easily. Then you got a couple more here that, I don't
There's
say,
a lot of examples.
well,
today.
just
It's
I knew
awesome.
these lights that you would like these lights.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
these ones right here, I thought were really
got me.
simple. They are paper and wire hangers.
I like that.
So this is real simple, just a wire hanger and pieces of paper. Again, no real cost here, but real simple, easy addition to your front porch. And then I think I should have one more. And this is my favorite one. They recreated the front door to be a different front door. So this is just like, I guess, the front of their walkway.
Oh,
and you can
yeah,
see their
yeah.
front door is kind of beyond it. So they put, like, obviously they didn't laser cut the frame, but they laser cut the cross out of the panel door there. And a few other things are laser cut, but they just kind of made a faux entrance to their
That's
house
cool.
so that when they go trick-or-treating, they got to go through the casket, get their tricks, then come back out.
In the creepy garbage bag house.
Yeah, well, I'm sure that's part of the
It's
aesthetic.
haunted.
Yeah, it's haunted. It's what they're going for.
Garbage bag haunted.
So anyway, those are some great examples of how you can dress up the front of your house for trick-or-treaters when they come in.
I like those.
Yeah, I thought
Those
that
are
was
good.
a great, some of those I think are just real simple, like the front door, making it into a monster or a Frankenstein.
Yes.
Such an easy thing to do.
Yes. And now to the costume.
The costumes. Yeah.
Well, you guys get there. We have another hello from a regular from
Steve.
Steve.
What's up,
Looks
Steve?
like Steve Hasenbrook. Thanks for checking in again. Appreciate you watching
So
as always.
glad we
sir.
have regulars that just like
Absolutely.
check
You guys, it makes it feel like we're doing something here.
Yeah,
It makes
yeah.
so I
Just a
appreciate
little
you guys
bit.
are always watching. But let's talk about those costumes, right?
Yeah,
you
yeah.
got some cool ones pulled up.
So surprisingly, I couldn't find that many laser cut projects.
I think a lot of laser cut projects are accents to it, like this one. You
Yeah,
wouldn't do
yeah.
the whole Doctor Who.
Doctor
no,
Strange.
but
Oh,
you
Doctor
can-
Strange. Sorry, Doctor Who.
Doctor Who, man, you
someone-
are pulling a Scott right now.
I know. So Doctor Strange here. Obviously, you couldn't do the whole outfit, but
Yeah,
his
yeah.
amulet, his little photos, and then him
That
having.
thing.
Oh my God, how cool is that? I'm telling you, when you walk into a party and you got those 2 things in your hand, like
Dude.
not only everyone knew who you are, but everyone's like, "Whoa, how'd you get that edge like
That's
acrylic?"
cool. And
yeah.
it like at night it looks like it's just floating there.
Yeah.
Like,
You can
Very,
serve
very
drinks
cool.
on it too.
Yeah. What's that?
You can serve drinks on it too.
Oh,
yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I thought this was a great one you found. Such a simple project, but how easy is this to do?
Yeah, the props super easy.
Super
And
easy. So
just
every
paint
prop
it.
you make, yeah. So like these are just boxes.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
So simple.
Very easy. And then this this wasn't laser cut, but I thought you could
You could
easily
definitely laser cut a poop
the-
factory.
A poop factory.
You could-
yeah.
A poop factory.
I need to make that for my dog.
You definitely
'cause
need one of those for my dog too.
goodness.
That's so funny. That's really good. The kitten, Frankenstein. I'm guessing she got her head caught in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were like, let's just
take a picture. I
Yeah.
bet actually she got her head caught in that, and then they
Then-
just started making a costume
yeah.
around it. Yeah.
I was gonna
No
say,
cat would ever
It's
allow you
actually
to
hot
do
glued to her head.
that. This is another really simple one you found, but how fun is this?
Yeah, and they were teaching you how to do it with just a piece of cardboard, but let's one up this little girl and actually laser cut one. You know, like
Absolutely. So if you
I
can
want
imagine,
to see you guys one up this little girl.
absolutely. So if you,
Absolutely.
I don't know how you. I think it's a little demeaning to one up a little girl. Maybe you could just do something yourself that's nice and
Yeah.
wonderful. You don't have to, you know, demean
But
this
still,
cute
that
little girl.
llama's cool.
Yeah, I think the llama's cool. This one, so simple, right? This little twist up on the back.
Yeah. You can actually take like a toilet paper roll or
Yeah.
a paper towel roll and then just laser cut the back of the key, and then you got a
Boom.
wind up baby.
Wind up baby doll. Yeah, it'd be great if that's actually how babies came, where you just it just
Yeah,
had to
yeah.
wait till it
I
unwound.
would
and
never
then-
wind him up.
Yeah, no, you just leave it like one little click, like hey, how's it going?
Bye.
Then you got a couple more here, right? This one, easily the favorite of the group, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
and I mean it's so cool, but the dog, like out of 10 of those pictures, that's the most comfortable he looked out of all of them.
And he
he's
looks
still
like right
a-
now he's
still a
ready
little
to.
like,
Yeah, I don't really know what's happening here.
But I really do like that one. And then this one brings me back to like being a little kid at Burger King.
Burger King, yeah, the only reason you wanted to go, right?
Yeah, for that crown.
Absolutely. Why did that work on us?
I don't know.
I have no idea. Like, I wish I
didn't
understood.
want to be a king.
No, I never had royal aspirations.
Especially
no.
the king of burgers.
Who is this Burger King you speak of?
It's me. I'm 5.
And then this one I thought was great only because like he can actually transform.
Yeah, they have a whole video. The quality of the video is so bad, but the whole video is awesome. The little kids just all transform right in front
Did
of
you have to comment on the quality of the video? Could you
It's
just
like-
comment on how awesome the
feel like-
project is?
Oh yeah, it's so
Jeez,
cool.
this guy is becoming
The
such a
video
diva in
is
the
like-
video world.
Like so pixelated.
But what a cool, easy project. I love the hand one here. I know these are just a couple smorgasbords of little ones they did with the
Yeah.
upcycled ones, but what a bunch of easy ones to do with cardboard,
Easy.
laser cut. I mean, the robot's easy. The enormous hand with,
Yeah.
that's a fun.
There's a guy who actually made a mechanical laser cut hand that all out of wood.
And it works, right?
And it works.
Yeah.
And you can actually download it. It's like 750 pieces or something like
Jeez.
that.
But it's all uses strings, right? So you pull the strings and it
Yeah,
automates
and
the hands. Yeah.
Like it makes your hand huge.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Don't forget our own video for laser cut Wolverine claws as well.
Oh,
That's
yes.
right. So if you need a quick one, if you want to be Wolverine real quick, we have a great project available. Actually, that's on Instructables too, right?
Instructables,
Yeah,
yes.
so you can find it on our website or Instructables. If you want to just search laser cut Wolverine claws, you'll find a really good file there. That's I think that's like a 10-minute cut.
Yeah.
It may be less than that. It's maybe 5 minutes, but it's if you need a costume in 0 seconds, just
Zero
cut everything but your sideburns. Maybe get a wig if you're me, and cut those those things real quick.
Sweet wig, bro.
Sweet wig, man. So, anyways, this one at the end. What a simple thing to do with the little arms. Oh, sorry, we got one more. I'm sorry. Charles keeps telling me one more, and
It's
it's,
like one
like
more.
what-
I got a lot.
but it's
I'm
more than one
excited.
more. Yeah. So this one I think was great because you could replicate it real easy, right?
Super easy.
And everyone can go short arms with the Tyrannosaurus
Yeah.
Rex, right?
I'm surprised the kid didn't tuck his arms
Sure.
in. Come on, man.
Yeah, I mean the mom there probably.
Yeah,
Come on, mom. Although is that the same kid just 3 times? I don't know.
probably. And
Now
then
th-
this one isn't. This one's for the big kids, right? But you can actually buy this file for the PDF at wintercroft.com, and they sell all kinds of cool masks like this, and you just laser cut them out of paper, and you're good.
What a cool thing. I mean, with a paper cut mask, one, super cheap, but also not very hot. Like I can imagine it's probably really easy to breathe in there.
Oh yeah, and you just throw it on. If it gets ruined, whatever. Like
Maybe cut 2, have an extra one in the
yeah,
car just in case
and
that
you've
one's
already
ripped.
have the file, and it's like I think it was like $6.
So $6, and you can use that file as many times as you want. You can probably manipulate the file too, add little things on. Yeah.
Yes, that's what I would do.
It's very cool. So, outside of costumes and the trick or treat, I mean, like, really, this is a laser cut holiday, right? Like, is there no better?
Yes.
There's no better holiday.
Every
for-
holiday is laser cut.
It kind of seems that way, but I mean, if we had to pick one holiday that was like for laser cutting, it's definitely this one, right?
Oh, John asked, any ideas for trunk or treat event? I told you about that. You know what trunk or treat is?
No, it's trunk or treat.
Where they have the cars line up at the school and then
Oh
they
no,
open up.
you did mention that the trunk or treats.
Yeah. We were thinking about, I had ideas for like tokens and stuff like.
What
you
kind of
know,
ideas would you need though? I guess I'm confused. What ideas was he looking for?
Like maybe decorating the trunk. I don't know.
That's,
I don't
that's
know.
a pretty good idea. Hi guys from Memphis, Jim Robinson checking
Robinson.
in. I think
What's
we've
up,
both
man?
now stolen Scott's thunder twice.
I know.
Sorry, Scott. We'll let
he's
you
all
get this.
sad.
I'll shine
With
on
the trunk or
Thursday.
treat, it seems like you could do something really cool where you basically decorated the back of the trunks
Yeah,
like,
I would
like
put a
haunted
big
house.
spider web.
Yeah, big spider web, or I could imagine having like something hanging from it. Like if you had the trunk open, you could have like a corpse hanging from the back of the trunk or something neat like
A
that.
smiling corpse.
Yeah, like maybe a happy clown hanging
Yeah,
from the
yeah.
back of your trunk.
Do the same thing for tailgate parties for football games?
Yes.
No, absolutely, yeah.
I remember going as a little kid, and they had like this black thing, and you put your hand in there to grab your treat, but the treats were under like wet spaghetti.
Oh,
so it's like
fun.
And you're a little kid, you're like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh,
Brains.
it's worms.
Yeah.
Like just nasty stuff. But yeah, there's some ideas.
Yeah, some really cool ones. I think if you were going to create a small haunted house inside your home or garage for your kid's Halloween party, what an easy thing to start going to town on that is having a laser to use. Really with cardboard, it's, I hate to say it, but like there's so many uses now with Halloween, like in a quick coat of paint on a piece of cardboard cut out really intricately, and that's a piece to a puzzle that like you really can't get anywhere else. We're gonna do a really fun thing with Walker actually. What we've noticed with some of these costumes when we see them at Target or Walmart or CVS or wherever else kids are buying, or Halloween City, or
yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
those things that pop up in every shopping mall across America for 10 days out of the year. But those costumes cost like $50 in the bag, $40 out of the bag. Most of the time, Walker could just make that
Way less.
for way less than that. So what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna send Walker and Megan out to Halloween City, I guess that's the thing, whatever that thing's called, and we're gonna buy a costume. And then we're gonna try, or we might not buy, we'll probably just take a picture of it. Like,
Yeah,
do we
and
need to
say,
buy the
"It's
costume?
$50."
Yeah, whatever, and it's $50. But then we're gonna recreate that costume using the laser here for Inside the Laser Lab, not this week, but next week, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so in a couple weeks you'll see that laser. We'll be shooting that over the course of this week and the beginning of next week, and then we'll air that next Thursday. Looks like we got something from Scott coming in.
Yeah, we got some questions coming in. James in Eureka, California says, I recall reading that the Muse Hobby Laser can engrave doors and tabletops, but I don't see how with a 20 by 12 workspace. Is this something Muse can do? And if so, how?
It's a great question. Who's that?
That's James in Eureka, California.
James in Eureka, California. Great question. Now, we have a patented technology on the Muse, isn't that right?
Patented.
Very, which you may see some people violating the patent out, but don't worry, we're on it. But we have a bottomless floor patented technology on our Muse now, our bottomless floor.
Bottomless.
What I mean is a removable floor.
Yeah, there you go.
Basically, you can remove the floor so you have a bottomless laser environment. You can actually set. Can we see the Muse behind us? Is that?
Oh.
Oh.
I'm
Jeez, yeah.
connected with the cord.
So you can set the Muse right on top of the tabletop, if you can imagine, and then engrave right on top of it. So if you have a large table or a large door, you can just, with two able bodies, pick up your Muse, set it on top of it, and engrave right on top of it. Oops, looks like we got a little.
so many cords.
So many keys. We sound okay? Here, let's give that a
Are we
tug
connected?
We've got another question. Gani in Patterson, New Jersey says,
Here. What's up,
Gani?
Gani?
Preparing for my hobby laser to arrive. All right. What kind of fire extinguisher do you recommend? I've heard some can damage the machine and some do not.
That's a great question.
Just like your laser. CO2.
CO2, absolutely. Now, why does CO2 work?
Because it's not a chemical and it's not all that liquid going in there. Those chemicals are liquid. We good?
Is there good sound, Charles? We got a sound mix up.
We good now?
Good.
All
Sorry
right.
about that, guys. Just a little sound. We got new microphones today. We had a little trip up walking around. We did not plan on walking. We'll try to do as little
Yeah.
walking as possible. We won't
I'm
move
pretty bad at that.
and talk at the same time. You should see this guy chewing gum as he's trying to get down the street. It's a sight. It's
That's why
definitely a
there's
sight.
gum all over the ground.
So to answer your question, Gani, real simple, CO2
CO2.
is obviously the best. If you want to up the game a little bit, there are halon extinguishers which have the same exact effect. They just dissipate the oxygen and essentially, I don't say they drown the fire, but they don't allow oxygen, the fuel in which the fire needs to keep going in the space. So that's why we suggest CO2 or halon. CO2 can be a little messy. We don't suggest any type of fire extinguisher that is liquid-based or particulate-based, largely because you will damage your machine.
Yeah, you don't want that stuff in your optics and your electronics.
Absolutely. Fires are not normal. I don't want to say normal,
They happen.
but they do happen. I mean, you're vaporizing a material, so
And
things.
they always happen when the person walked away for like
One second.
One
I
second.
just walked away to make a sandwich. You walked away for 1 second.
I blinked and then my laser was on
It was
fire.
on fire completely. And
With my garage.
yeah. So you've read some of those reports.
I am.
Actually, did you see the picture of that Glowforge that caught on fire a couple weeks ago?
I did.
It's pretty funny. The thing I noticed difference when a full spectrum laser does catch fire inside and a Glowforge catches fire is that there's nothing left of the Glowforge. Nothing.
It's
just
melty.
I mean, there's something,
Yeah.
but you can't really tell
Melting.
what it was because there's so much plastic.
Yeah.
With our steel casing, it's
You still got a solid steel case.
you still have a box. No, I'm just kidding. For the most part, like the way it's designed, though, not only the electronics are away behind the steel wall, but there's not much damage can happen inside if the fire's contained right away. Whereas Glowforge, there's a lot that could go wrong right away. We don't really, it's kind of apples and oranges to us at this point. We don't really consider ourselves, I don't know, on the same level, but just an example. Another example is like, you notice when people do stacks pieces of paper, which we mentioned a lot here, I got a lot of questions, how many pieces of paper can they cut through before they worry about fire? That's where we see a lot of the problem happening, right? When there's stacks or corrugated cardboard or things where oxygen can get kind of caught up in between, right?
Yeah, cardboard's really good at catching flame because there is that space of air, and then it's got this corrugated paper just essentially kindling, and you need a high power setting to penetrate that first layer, and then penetrate all this corrugation, and then the bottom layer. So the power setting's fairly high for what it's actually cutting.
No sound? Sorry if we have just a little bit of sound issue here, guys.
And yeah, paper as well. And MDF is really dangerous sometimes to cut when it comes to flame up because it is so dense. It needs a lot of power.
Absolutely, because MDF, that stands for...
Sawdust.
That's good. That's exactly what it stands for. MDF stands for sawdust.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically sawdust and glue, though, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So most of that is glue, if we're being honest.
It's glue and that dust, and it's just it's not super easy to cut.
Yeah, super dense, mostly glue, not mostly material. That's the thing to consider. So it looks like we just have a couple things to get to. One more question, though.
Got another question from Terry in Lakewood, Colorado. I found some thin, clear plastic that's perfect for a project I want to do, but I don't know if it's acrylic or not. How can I test and see if it's safe to cut? Should I do a materials test?
So, if you don't know what it is, don't cut it.
Absolutely. That's our no questions answer. There's no wiggle room there. If you're not sure about the MSDS, that's the material safety data something.
Sheet?
It is sheet.
The
It is
easiest
sheet.
one.
The easiest one. But if you don't have the MSDS of the material, you should not cut it. If it's not coming from a reputable dealer or someone who sells specifically laser cut items, always err on the side of caution. You don't want to do anything with PVC inside of it.
No PVC.
You don't want
vinyl, anything like that.
Because
Polycarbonate won't cut anyways.
Because you're creating a vapor, and that vapor is going to put gases in the air that's
not good.
Not good. Remember that you have a laser beam that's thinner than this piece of paper. It's actually about as thin as this piece of paper, and it's going to vaporize your material very precisely. So that smoke you're seeing is a result of vaporization. It's not a result of burning. That's something to keep in mind. The change of state happens immediately. Anything else from Facebook? I thought I saw one pop up.
That's all the
A
questions.
box to put candy in is a good laser cut idea from
Awesome.
Jeff Hayes.
So Jeff, I think he's going to do one of those.
Yeah.
2 days. So
I'll do, what do you call it? A candy
carrying device.
Yeah, there you go.
I think mechanism would be better. A candy carrying mechanism.
Mechanism of travel.
Or you could say a mechanism for combined candy carry.
There we go.
Ooh, there we go. All right, so let's tune in for that. Thursday, what are you doing on In the Cut tomorrow on YouTube?
We are going to do a spider web, a giant spider
giant
web out of
spider.
an old sheet on the 48.
Very cool. So we're going to hang that spider web here at work, right?
Yeah, somewhere.
Very cool. So look out for a spider. Looks like we got one more thing coming
No,
up.
we got there. Don't forget our.
Oh, you got kind of an important thing to do. We have a really cool one. So Bob Fields, he made this really cool thing. And Bob, you made something so cool.
You're the winner.
Yay! Check out
Super
this
clean.
cool box. So clean, multi-stacked. This is very good. You know who would love this? A couple people you know in San Jose,
Steamy
California.
Tech?
Steamy Tech would love this. So Bob Fields, congratulations. You can find him at Indie Trainer Bob. on the grams of Insta if you want to check that out. But what a cool laser cut project, so simple and clean. I mean, just what a home run. Great find here, Megan, on this contest winner. That's a real cool one. Make sure you're submitting to the weekly contest winner. All you got to do is post something on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, wherever you post
So if you're making
things.
Halloween stuff, submit.
I call it a hunch, but we'll probably be favoring Halloween items
Just a little bit.
from here on out. Yeah, so if you were really interested in winning a weekly contest, I'd do something based on Halloween from here to the end of the month.
And if it was up for me, it'd be all year. But
John Dezel has a question for you guys.
a quick question from John on
He says, have you
Facebook.
ever considered having a laser camp for our kids?
for
For
adults,
adults. It's funny what the mind wants to read.
yeah.
Laser camp for adults. So we have been toying with the fact of doing some organized training sessions here in Las Vegas, where you can sign up, come in for a day or two, and then basically have access to our design and engineering team. Ask questions. We'll do some guided, laser lessons. Some
hang out with us
and then
learn some stuff.
Really, just hang out with Walker for about a half a day. Get some burritos, whatever you do.
Sounds good.
You know.
I'm a burrito guy.
Did you see those sushi burritos?
Yes, I had one. It's too much.
It's too much raw fish in a thing.
It's too much.
Like you should
Like one bite in and you're like, this is amazing. 3 bites in, you're like,
why am I doing this to myself? Yeah, the
Yeah.
first bite though, pretty good.
yeah,
Third bite, I don't know. Yeah, it's too
too
much.
much of the same.
Yeah.
I know.
Either way, so yeah, we do have some training. We're toying with. Look for that in early 2019. I couldn't imagine us putting that out in the next month or two, but early 19. Look for those training classes to be available here in Las Vegas. Anything else coming from the webs?
That's all we got.
That's
Looks
it.
like that's all we got. Now, as always, we got a survey. If you want to fill out a survey, got some survey stuff down here.
Yeah.
Now, if
Oh, this
you
way.
thought we did great, let us know. If you thought we did, I don't know, not so great,
Bleh.
also let us know.
Meh.
But we don't get I don't know. A lot of people like to complain. Not a lot of people like to say, hey, we
Oh,
really
yeah.
appreciate you guys doing this. So
Well, that's human nature.
if you want to just
right?
like give hey, Walker, thanks for letting me know how to build this.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. Also, though, yeah, inside laser lab Thursday.
Yeah.
It's a pretty big deal.
We're making mechanisms for holding candles.
Very good. We also have our weekly contest, which is always hashtag FSL Weekly Contest. Get yourself a free landscape of $250 towards your next purchase at FS Laser. And then, as always, check out our Laser 101, right? We got the material test there, free projects, a whole bunch of free assets.
Leave comments.
Yeah, please leave comments, right?
Yeah.
Like, let us know what's going on. Interact with us. What else we got? Again, we have Pro Series laser systems that are new, out, and available. If you have questions about using a Mac or touchscreen LCDs and new Pro Series machines, throw them our way. We're really anxious to talk about this new machine. Got any questions about that? Let us know.
Jeff Hayes says Chicken Shack or Blueberry Hill.
Chicken Shack or Blueberry Hill?
That was your suggestion. You loved it.
Oh, those were mine. Yeah, absolutely. Chicken Shacks are great. I mean, crack me up, Chef. That was the best chicken wings. Oh,
I
sorry,
don't think I've ever been.
chicken. So they take full breasts of chicken, they slice them up, season them right there, do like a bake and then a fry.
Mhm.
Ugh, it's
I always looked at the graphic on the front of it, and I was like, I'm not
not going
in
there, right? I thought the same thing always. I was like, what a terrible logo.
Yeah.
Who made this sign? I'm not going to this place.
They need a laser cutter.
They
They
do.
do.
But then I was going to have lunch right next door.
Oh.
Actually, the Hawaiian place right
Oh,
here.
yeah, I
and
love
the
it.
Hawaiian place had a huge line. And I went across
I've done that.
and I went back to West Parking and there was no line at Chicken Shack. And I was like, you know what? Whatever they're having, I'll try.
You're brave, man.
I was brave, but lucky because,
Yeah.
wow, that's like one of my favorite spots now.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll start talking about chicken wings.
Yeah.
Probably not that interesting.
Halloween.
We talk about Halloween?
Yeah.
Start
well, I
again?
think we're done for
Oh.
today.
Oh, you just want to start the show over?
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess that's our show. Just kidding, guys.
Yeah.
Guys.
Till
sorry.
next time.
Till next time. But really, more than anything, Walker's got a big challenge ahead of him making that Halloween contest. If you guys have any ideas what you'd like to see, I could see Walker as a big SpongeBob SquarePants. That's just how I see him. It's just a big
Come
square
on.
of absorbent material, but that's just me. If you guys see him as something else, if you guys see a perfect costume for Walker, let us know. If you got a perfect costume that him and I should dress up as
Yeah.
together, let us know.
Come
We're
on,
trying to get a
man.
little interactive, but if you, I think a SpongeBob SquarePants, just
No.
face mask for
Yeah,
him.
anything
Just-
with a mask.
and then the little legs
Anything
hanging
with
out.
a mask.
Just
Thanks,
something
Scott.
mask-like would help
Yeah.
out.
We don't have enough material for you to wear a mask. So. What was a whole head helmet? I don't know.
I was gonna be
Oh,
Lord
okay.
Vader from Spaceballs.
Oh, that would be tight
Yeah.
fit though on your
Yeah.
head.
So,
Baseball's a good movie.
Spaceballs is a good movie. I guess we'll call it a show here after
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about
Till
Spaceballs.
next time.
Till next time, keep on making.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching. If you like those videos, please subscribe. We got more videos of me over here.
Really easy to solve.